What is up, guys? My name is Jayvious Johnson, and welcome to the Your Next Move podcast. Woo! We are here. Another podcast started. I'm super excited for this one. I'm excited to see where everything goes, the journey, the lives that are impacted. So the goal and the purpose of this podcast is, for one, I want this to be an accountability. Now, what is accountability? It is an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's actions. And I believe that, in my opinion, if you want to be successful at anything, you have to do it with other people. You have to do it together. And I know for me, I've tried so hard, so hard to be successful by myself. Because sometimes, don't get me wrong, I love people, but it's a lot easier to just do things alone because you know how you want it to be done. You know what the goal is. And you don't want people on your back telling you how to do something. There was this quote that came to my mind. I've heard it before many times, but it was, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I feel like the biggest difference between high achieving people and stuck people are the high achieving people have accountability. The stuck people don't. And that is like one of my biggest intentions when it comes to this podcast is for this to be an accountability for the people who are listening and watching, and also for me, because you guys are going to be watching me go on this journey of trying to be consistent podcasting and going after what I want to go after and making my next moves because we all get stuck. But the people who get unstuck consistently are the ones who have accountability, and that's what I want this podcast to be. Another that kind of flows into the next purpose is I want this to be an inspiration. I'm doing this podcast for the person who is in their bed watching or listening to this, or in their bed watching Netflix all day, knowing that they want to, knowing that they want to start a business. And because of them not knowing their next move, they just kind of put it aside. In 2 days, next week I'll start it. I'll start it next month until I have all the details. Those are the people that I'm trying to reach here. And I want somebody to be listening to this pod or watching this. Well, don't watch it in your car. Don't do that. But listening to this pod in their car and just be like, you know what? I am going to make my next move. I'm not going to wait till I have all the details. I'm not going to wait till everything's perfect. And I'm preaching to myself right now too, because I have that bad. I got to get rid of that. And we're going to do it together. But I want to inspire those people. I want to inspire that person who got a gym membership 2 months ago, and because they don't know what the first workout they're going to do, I'm gonna create a plan, and then when I create a plan, then I'll start going to the gym. No, I want to inspire that person to just make your next move. Just get in your car. Just get in your car. That's step one. Get in your car. Actually, step one is get your gym clothes ready. If you don't have gym clothes, put some jeans on. If you're working out in jeans, power to you. I think you're crazy, but hey, if that's what you need to do to make your next move, then do it. The next one is to be a spark to people. I truly believe that a lot of people are on the brink of breakthrough. It's like they're so close, yet they don't have that final detail to be like, I'm all in. And I feel like through me doing this podcast, through you guys hearing some of the stories of the people who I bring on this podcast, I believe it would just be a spark. I mean, for me, that's all it is. When I experience major breakthrough, it was just a little spark that just created a fire, and then it just became a rhythm, and then it became a routine. And I want this to be a spark to some people. Like, I think that's all some people need, is just like a little, and then they're off and running until they get to their next checkpoint. life is a journey, so it has its ups and downs. And 1 minute you're going to be on fire, the next you're going to be kind of like, it's a journey. All right. I'm not saying that you guys got to be on fire 24/7. I'm saying to just keep making moves. And lastly, I want this to be a playbook. For me consistently doing this, there's going to be many episodes of different topics, of different scenarios of people who need to make their next move. And I want this to be like a book that you guys can open up and be like, nah, that's not for me. Nah, I already tried that. Nah, that one didn't work. Oh, this one right here. This one right here. I want to try this to make my next move, right? I want it to be a playbook. Like, if you guys think about sports, we're a Super Bowl team, right? And we're on the goal line and we throw a fade and then it gets overthrown or the ball gets dropped. We don't go, this playbook sucks. Like, we're not trying this anymore. No, we look for another play. We look for another play until we get the one that works. And I want this to be a playbook for you guys. There's plenty of content out there where you guys can learn from and you guys can get inspiration or get the right tools. But like I said, I'm trying to reach a specific type of people. If you're somebody who, is high achieving, I believe you can still listen to this podcast. But this playbook is for the ones that are just been sitting there for 2 weeks, not doing nothing, right? People who've been putting something off for a long time, not making their next move. This is for people who need to make their next move. So yeah, that is the intro for this episode. I am so excited to continue on with this podcast and to bring other voices on. Like, that's what I'm really excited about, because talking to a camera, I'm not even talking to a camera, I'm talking to people. Man, what am I talking about? But yeah, I'm excited to have dialogue with people. Like, I love dialogue. So yeah, that has been this episode of Your Next Move. Till next time, what's your guys' next move?